Everybody. Missed you guys last week. No sarcasm. Um, this week I'm going to talk about supporting local businesses. One that I want to talk about specifically is a business out in LA called Hilltop Coffee and Kitchen, one that I go to a lot. It's a black-owned coffee shop. That is kind of a space for creators and entrepreneurs to connect. I think it's important to support local businesses because it's what keeps the community going. And so I encourage anybody in Seattle to reach out to me with some local businesses that they think I should take a look at, try. I got this dope hoodie with Hilltop, so you guys can go online and grab one. I got all of them in every color. So I think you can't go wrong in any cover. I just started drinking coffee probably 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, so I'm a part of the group now. So, like I said, my Twitter handle was bwag, so reach out to me with any local businesses that y'all want me to try out. I definitely feel like if you guys are in the area in LA, try out Hilltop. My go-to is I always get the acai bowl and I get the breakfast sandwich, but I always substitute for turkey sausage. So, everybody can add their own flavor. I never put mayo on anything. Mayo is disgusting. So if you have mayo in your kitchen, I will not be in that kitchen. So yeah, questions for me.
Well, that begs the follow-up question of what is your coffee order?
I'm still learning. I had a bad experience when I was playing AAU basketball. I think I had to be in like 8th grade, and that was my first time being on my own, being in a hotel by myself. And so I saw a little coffee spot on the thing, so I tried to make coffee, but I didn't know you had to put stuff in it. So I just made it, and I drank it, and it was terrible. And so I never tried coffee again. And so I've probably been to Starbucks like 50 times and never ordered a coffee, only ordered tea. So, but I'm with you guys now. So
What prompted the sudden decision to start drinking coffee?
I don't know. Somebody just had me try coffee, and I had a lot of energy, and I didn't know that that's what coffee did. And so, now I like it.
Bobby,
Did you watch the Monday night game?
Not really.
Did you see that New England threw it only 3 times?
Yeah, I saw. I mean, I heard about it. They ran like 80,000 times and passed twice. I mean, it won, so I don't know why everybody's feel some type of way.
Bobby, how much of it just a relief was it for you guys to finally get one in the win column here this last week?
It's always nice to win. I think it's good to win. It's also equally as important to not win and think that you're the best thing, and we got to stay focused. We got to understand we got a lot of games ahead of us. So my job is just to make sure everybody doesn't get ahead of themselves and start overlooking people, because we're not in a position to do that. So it was nice to get a win, but we're not satisfied with where we're at, even though we got one win, and we're looking to try to build off of where we finished last week.
I was just saying, what will you guys miss not having Jamal for the rest of the year?
His energy for sure, but I mean, it's another playmaker out there, a guy that you have to plan for in the game plan. You got to know where he's at. If you when you're watching film, you can see that offenses have to know where he's at, because they have to be conscious of him blitzing. And so, it's going to be a lot from his leadership, his energy, his passion for the game. We're definitely gonna miss that.
Out of that, you plug in a guy in Ryan Neal who's played a ton, started games. Just how confident are you guys in what he can do?
We're very confident because we kind of had this situation happen last year with Jamal. Unfortunately, he missed some games, and Ryan came in and showed he's a baller, and which is the reason why he's playing a lot more this year because of that. And so we're confident in Ryan. We understand that he can do the job, and we still gonna miss Jamal.
What has he brought you in 2 seasons?
Who, Jamal or?
Jamal Adams in defense.
I think it's the passion is the one that jumps off the tape the way he plays the game. You can see how much he loves this game, and then his ability to blitz is unmatched. For a guy like that to be able to apply that amount of pressure to quarterbacks and strike that much fear into offenses, I think that's been something special.
Even when he's not blitzing, have you noticed the impact that he has on offenses and how they pre-snap? I mean, you see them more so even this year than last year, that how they were adjusting to him.
Yeah, because they have to be conscious, and whenever he's, whether he's in the boundary or into the field, you can tell the offenses are conscious of, where he's at on the field, because they know at any given moment he can come, and you have to be, you have to be conscious of him. So the offenses know where he's at all times, because he's almost like another D lineman to an extent, with his ability to be able to rush.
Seems like you've had a lot of games this year where you go into the week not sure what quarterback you're going to see, and this is another one. Just how do they look offensively between the two different guys, or are they a bunch different?
I think from a scheme perspective, they're pretty much the same, but obviously Tyrod has a ability to run. They have a little bit more zone reads and things where he can keep the ball. They run it with the other guy, but he's not going to keep it too much, and it's not really designed for him to keep it. It's more so for when we're falling asleep, he'll keep it just to keep us honest. But I think that's the biggest difference. But as far as the routes and what they're looking for, it's pretty much the same.
During the 2019 season when Ryan first came here, he didn't play much. But was there anything that sort of stood out to you as showing signs that he could be as impactful as he's been when he's gotten his opportunities?
Yeah, you watch him at practice, and he was making plays at practice. And a lot of times when you watch guys like that, you see how they are when they're on practice squad or they're playing, against our offense. And he was making plays at practice, and he was being a key contributor on special teams. And so, we got to see it firsthand at practice, him having the ability to make those plays. And, when he got his opportunity, he captured it.
Bobby, you've spent a lot of time on the field this year. The defense has been on the field a lot, and you've made a lot of tackles. Does it feel any different this year right now where you are in December?
Not really. I think, you prepare your body in the off season for whatever the season has to offer. And so you never really know how many plays you're going to play in the season. You never know what you're going to have to do in the season. And so your job is just to prepare yourself for whatever the season entails. And so, I feel like that's kind of how I train my body in the off season. And so we've been out there a lot, and we've been having to make a lot of plays and tackles. And I feel fine. I have a great routine to get myself ready for Sunday, and I just stick to it.
Had it felt like 2 years since you've gotten an interception?
I didn't realize that in a sense. And then a lot of people say I get a lot of picks versus San Fran. So it was nice to get my hands on the ball. It was actually funny because they ran that same play or a similar play. I think it was like play 16 of the game we played down there. And it was the exact same play, different receivers, though. I think down there it was number 11. This one was number 81. I think they thought Jamal was coming this time, and it was Brooks the last time. And so, I recognized it and backed up and got it this time.
Anything else, guys?
Good. Appreciate it.